18 WJTS News, I'm Charlotte Olson. A Jasper man was placed under arrest on felony rape and battery charges after he was accused of sexually assaulting a female victim. Jasper police say that they were contacted by the victim just after 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. The victim then told authorities of the assault. After conducting an interview with the victim, police began a search for 22-year-old Jordan Arziano of Jasper, who was found at his residence located along the 1300 block of Jackson Street. After talking to him, he was taken into custody and booked into the DuBois County Security Center on a level 3 felony count of rape and a level 6 felony count of sexual battery. Yesterday, January the 5th, Maria Serrano of Huntingburg encountered a patch of ice on the road while she was heading south on Ferdinand Road Northwest, just north of County Road 1000 South. Serrano lost control of her vehicle, a 2012 Toyota Highlander, which began to spin and cross the center line and run off the left side of the roadway. The Toyota then ran into a ditch, striking an embankment and coming to rest facing south of the roadway. The use of seatbelts and also airbags prevented injury, but Serrano sustained a laceration to the ear, presumably from the airbag. Serrano was treated at the scene and transported by EMS to the hospital for her injury. Deputies were assisted at the scene by Ferdinand Police Department, the Ferdinand Fire Department, and also Memorial EMS. Thursday afternoon, just before 3 p.m., Steven Summersign of Celestine lost control of his 2002 Ford Focus when his vehicle slid off the road off the south side of State Road 164 and east of 500 East. Summersign's vehicle traveled down an embankment, flipping over and finally coming to rest facing west. Summersign could not exit his vehicle when it came to its final resting spot. Celestine responders had to remove him from his vehicle, and he was treated on scene while awaiting an ambulance. Memorial EMS arrived on the scene and treated Summersign for a laceration to the forehead. He denied transport to the hospital by ambulance, and the vehicle was totaled in this accident. DuBois County Sheriff's Department was assisted by Celestine Fire Department, first responders, and also Memorial Hospital EMS. Officials with the city of Huntingburg say that the city's street department will continue to pick up Christmas trees around the city, but will end pickup practices on Friday, January the 20th. The street department will pick up Christmas trees for Huntingburg residents on Fridays, including this morning, next Friday, January the 13th, and again concluding pickup on Friday the 20th. They say that Christmas trees must be placed near the curb and to please call the Huntingburg City Hall at 812-683-2211 and leave your street address by Wednesday the 18th. For more information, please contact Rachel Steckler at the Huntingburg City Hall at 812-683-2211 or email at rsteckler@huntingburg-in.gov. Meanwhile, in the city of Jasper, the Jasper Street Department will be picking up trees on days when the department normally collects yard waste. Those days are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for all residents on the south of 13th Street, and Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays for all residents north of 13th Street. If you have any questions, call the Jasper Street Department at 812-482-1130. Officials with the Jasper Street Department say that they will be closing Truman Road from Andrew Lane to 5th Avenue this Monday, January the 9th, for a tree removal. This closure will begin at approximately 8:30 a.m. and reopen by 3 p.m. The street department says that the closure will take place bearing inclement weather or any other unforeseen event, and apologies for any inconveniences this may cause. Once again, officials with the Jasper Street Department say that they will be closing Truman Road from Andrew Lane into 5th Avenue coming on Monday, January the 9th, for a tree removal. This closure will begin again at approximately 8:30 a.m. and the road will reopen by 3 p.m. The street department says that the closure will take place bearing inclement weather and any other unforeseen event. Apologies for any inconveniences that this may cause to motorists. The Southeast DuBois School Board met Wednesday for their first meeting of the new year. The board recognized Forest Park High School baseball coach Jared Howard on being selected as District Coach of the Year by the Indiana High School Baseball Coaches Association. Howard shared what it meant to him and also to the team.
I didn't really know that I got it, but then I forget how I was notified. But I was excited about it. It's exciting. It's an honor, not only for me but for the team.
The board also heard an update from the school's architect, George Link of VZ Patriot and Shoulders regarding the construction scheduled for the new science classes. Southeast DuBois School Superintendent Rick Allen discusses what is needed for the project to progress.
Well, usually in our January meeting, we organize, the board reorganizes. Tonight, they approve keeping the officers the same. They set their rate, their base pay. They set their date, meeting, and time. They appoint all of our ECA treasurers, our corporation treasurer and deputy treasurer throughout the school district. So January is basically an organization for the 2017 calendar year, and that's basically what a January meeting is.
Allen said the high school science rooms that are the focus of the CTE project were built in 1976, and he looks forward to breaking ground this summer. Superintendent Allen covered the details and agenda of the routine of the January meeting.
So there's been a lot of planning going on. We've met monthly, taking ideas back and forth into the design and schematic design to where now we're almost to the point where we can finish our construction documents. And he was here tonight to give the board an update on our timeline when we're planning on going out to a pre-bid meeting for all of our construction contractors out there and give them a chance to look at the plans, put their bid together, and accept bids sometimes this winter, maybe at the end of February. Is our plan, so we can start construction this summer as soon as school's out. So we're excited about that process. We're meeting again next Tuesday with all the staff. The architect's coming up with his team, and we're going to meet with our building principal, assistant principal, the current technical director, Mr. Howard, and myself to make sure that we've covered all of our bases, dotted all of our I's, crossed all of our T's to make sure our construction documents are good and sound so our contractors can give us a good price on the addition and the renovation of our science rooms.
The Southeast DuBois County School Board meets regularly on the first Wednesday of every month. Local sources reported Thursday that Roman Kellogg, the 15-year-old boy found dead outside of an Evansville high school on Tuesday, had a backpack with bullets, 3 guns, and a 9mm magazine found around his body. Evansville police reported that officers discovered 2 9mm handguns and a .38 caliber handgun, along with 46 9mm bullets, 2 magazines, and 13 .38 caliber bullets. Kellogg was discovered dead outside a school entrance on Tuesday morning with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. He was a former student at the school who had withdrawn near the end of the fall semester. A federal court has upheld Indiana's comprehensive ban on automated robocalls to people's phones without their consent. The ruling was issued Tuesday by the United States Court of Appeals for the 7th District Circuit. This ruling came after a legal challenge was filed in 2010 by nonprofit Patriotic Veterans Incorporated, which sought to carve out an expectation to robocall ban for political messages. Last November, Patriotic Veterans Incorporated argued before the court that the anti-robocall statute violated the First Amendment of the Constitution. Indiana Attorney General Greg Zoller called this week's ruling rejecting that argument an important win for Hoosiers who continue to be bombarded by illegal automated calls. Indiana Attorney General Greg Zoller said that the robocalls are the tools of scam artists. They are plenty of legitimate, lawful ways to contact people to disseminate political information. But blasting out pre-recorded messages to thousands of numbers at a time with no regard for privacy is not one way of doing this. Campaigns and political groups are allowed to make traditional live calls, even to numbers registered on the Do Not Call list, as long as the calls are not sales calls. To block general telemarketing calls, political robocalls, or any other unwanted calls, you can file a complaint or sign up for the Do Not Call list by visiting www.indianaconsumer.com or by calling 1-888-834-9969. Make sure to keep it right here, except next, take a look at your weather summary.